So I'm going to take off fruit, and while I'm taking off fruit, I'm going to prune the tree a bit. So persimmons, at least the astringent variety, tend to form fruit on new growth. You can see how all of the fruit is out here on the outside of mostly on the outside of the tree. So, and persimmon is a fairly brittle wood. It's part of the ebony family, and it's brittle. So you want to, keep it under control. You're losing limbs. I lost a limb earlier this year. So I'm going to take this one off right here, because this is going to be the direction that this branch grows after, next year. And I'm going to do that with all these branches that are drooping, because they're too low. It's difficult to get underneath the tree and stuff. And I'll probably take more of them off earlier in the year. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking at where is a good place. Where do I want the tree to grow next year? This is a good outwardly growing thing. So I'm going to take this whole thing off right here. Oof. This I'm going to have to get a saw out, because I actually want to take this one off a lot further back. I'm going to probably take it back all the way to this. So I'll have to get a saw out for that, but I'll go ahead and take the fruit off for now, just to give the tree a break from the weight so it doesn't break. Exactly. None of these Hachiya are ripe yet. They look pretty and they're beautiful. They're starting to get a beautiful color on them. But you can take them off the tree and they will continue to ripen. It's fine. The tree actually isn't doing anything more but holding on to them until they're ripe. Just taking off this heavy fruit. See, that one's been gotten to already by the birds. And it will, once they get damaged, they'll start ripening really, really quickly. So I'll just leave that on there and let the birds finish it up. So mainly my goal now is to get some of the weight off of the longer limbs, so that as the breezes pick up in autumn, the tree isn't racked too much and I don't lose branches because of the weight. Take some of this off. Oh. Oh. I will come back and clean up these arbitrary clips that I make. Be careful, because these weigh a lot. And if you have a low hanging branch like that and you clip it, it will pop right back up into your face. Which, can be funny, as long as you don't take out an eyeball. Look at that branch, how bowed down it is from the weight. Around, that's really good size. Hard as a rock. This limb, or this branch, is a good example of how you end up with all this fruit out at the end of because this is all the new growth from this year. And see how long that branch is. What I should do or what I will do probably, because there's a little bit of new growth right there, I'll cut that with my saw later. I'm just going to cut that all off and let that be a new branch, because all of these have got to come in. You see how long that is. Oh, come under here and look at this. This is beautiful. The shot up. It's lovely. Oh, it's beautiful. But you can see it's getting too big.